Neville was very lucky. He got to jump in a car and drive through Kingston with the expert navigation of a GPS system. We're going to see exactly how he did it in this short feature.
The GPS system has been available in Jamaica since December, but it was officially launched March 5, and we're here to talk to Dr. Leo Ayi, who's the director here at the Mona Geoinformatics Institute. So let's go, find out how it works. Dr. Paris Leo Ayi is the director at the Mona Geoinformatics Institute, and my first question would be, what happens here?
The Mona Geoinformatics Institute is a spatial mapping firm that does a lot of mapping for different parts of society: crime, natural hazards, business, many different areas, and serving the public sector, the private sector, as well as university research and academic interests.
Now you have a map of the entire Jamaica that apparently I could put in my car,
yep,
and it tells me where I need to go, how quickly I'll get there,
That's
right?
correct. We've built a pretty detailed, fine resolution database. So we have several thousand kilometers of roads, each very mapped in very great detail. Each of them have to have a road name, a road type, those type of information. We've also gone about mapping a lot of the different things out there, so ranging from gas stations that would be affected by a flood, or hotels, all of those different elements. So about 14,000 we've mapped so far. What we've done now is to put that into a system that can serve the general public as opposed to just hazard interest people or crime interest people, and take that to the open market.
How long did it take you?
2.5 years of dedicated, concentrated effort.
Okay.
Now, by marrying it to the Garmin system, Garmin has market share, is a market leader in GPS personal navigators around the world. And by marrying it to the Garmin system, and we are official Garmin licensed developers. So in other words, we're not playing something that is very amateurish. We've tied ourselves to a real leader, and they themselves have very stringent quality control as to how we use their product. This is not something that we're going to take lightly and not implement half-heartedly.
Which part do you sell? You sell the data, or you sell the
We primarily sell the data. We're developers of the data. We're the only ones who develop the data in Jamaica. You can acquire the Garmin, any Garmin device from Jamaica Automobile Association sells them. Other places may sell them in the future. You can buy them off Amazon yourself or from Best Buy. It will work. It will work here once it's loaded with our data.
My final question now is, you have new schemes coming up, which would mean new roads.
Absolutely.
How do I get that? Or I have to buy a brand new thing?
No. There's several ways to answer that question. Jamaica is a very peculiar case because we have something called the main roads, which is run by the National Works Agency. Then we have parish council roads. Then we have the toll roads. Then we have individual private roads that all are administered differently. We don't care, because as long as the general public can get onto it, we have to map it. So that's how we go about collecting our data. So new schemes come up, we'll map them. If we are not aware of them and customers tell us about them, then we map them. But once they've been mapped, existing customers will just have to update their data. We have a limited free update period, unlimited free update period that customers can take advantage of. That's if you have the data already. New customers will have it preloaded in the system without any delay.
We have one of the instruments here, and you could see it's connected to where your lighter should be. And Paul Green is here with us, and he works with Dr. Leo Ayi at the Mona Geoinformatics Institute. And I suspect he knows how to use this, and he will show us now. That's correct. We're at Mona Road. I want to get to the National Stadium. How do I do that?
So what you do, Neville, you select where to.
Where to?
Points of interest.
Yeah.
You could, one, scroll to your category or spell the name of the National Stadium.
So scroll to my category, I will just do that.
And your category is recreation.
Recreation.
Amusement arena track.
Arena track.
And the National Stadium should be there if you scroll down.
Right there.
Right there.
That's,
you select it.
That's one way.
That's one way.
Which other way? I can go back? I just go back.
You
go
can
back.
Go back.
All right, let's go back. Back. Back.
And you go to
points of interest.
Spell name.
And
you spell the name, National Stadium.
I prefer the other one. So, back. Points of interest.
Scroll to your category.
Recreation. Arena track.
Scroll down.
National Stadium. No, it says National Stadium and it says National Stadium Park. Does it make a difference? Let me
What
see.
you want is National Stadium. And
Go.
and you press go. And the unit will speak to you.
And that's me right there.
That's you right there. That's where we are now.
Drive to highlighted route.
It says I must highlight.
It says, please drive to highlighted routes. So it wants you to drive to the purple.
All right, well, let's see if it works.
So when you get on the highlighted route, it will give you further instructions.
Continue 2.4 kilometers, then turn left on Wellington Drive.
Okay, and in case you didn't hear that, folks, it just says 2.4 kilometers and turn left on Wellington. That's easy enough. Yeah.
Make a wrong turn, the unit will recalculate automatically and plot a new route for you. Or you can recalculate it manually by going to menu and you press detour.
Turn left on Mountain View Avenue.
Let's say I was a tourist. I'm coming to Jamaica for the first time. I can get one of these units and I can travel to any destination across Jamaica. I don't need to ask anybody the question. I can feel safe and secure, and I can arrive at any destination I wish to by listening to the turn-by-turn directions. See your checkered flag there? That's your destination.
Yeah, there's the flag right there.
If you drive a little more, you will hear it say arriving at destination.
All right, let's see if it does.
Arriving at National Stadium.
Wicked. I can't lost. It works, folks. We're at the National Stadium. I didn't get lost, even though Paul tried his best to lost me. But we are there.